welcome back everyone. Quick video for you. For those of you that do not know, the Earth and all of us on it have just escaped a catastrophic situation, and that has come in yet another massive eruption from our sun almost directly facing Earth. And I'm going to explain exactly why we are very lucky today, because had this solar eruption been directly facing Earth, I can tell you right now we wouldn't even have the internet to talk about it. And that alone should be all you need to know about how serious of a situation this was. Alright, so here we are on the SDO satellite camera view of the sun, and we're going to be looking at this strip of plasma right here as this was a filament eruption. And if we look at the sun as a whole, imagine the Earth right here in the dead center on the equator of the sun. That is where our view is lined up, and that is where the Earth is. And then take a look at this diagram here, which is a profile view of what I'm talking about. So keep in mind, the point we're trying to make here is that the Earth is directly lined up with the center of the sun, which means that eruption we were just looking at took place about right here when it comes to the equator. And once again, luckily for us, that means most of this energy and plasma will pass underneath the Earth, as opposed to an eruption that takes place on the equator of the sun, directly projecting all of that energy and plasma to the Earth. Now, when it comes to this dense plasma, we're talking hundreds of kilometers per second that this stuff is launching off the sun towards the Earth in those situations. And when that plasma and those solar particles begin to hit the Earth's magnetic field, that is when we begin to see radio blackouts, internet outages, an uptick in major earthquakes, and then other disruptions with basically anything that is electrical. And this also brings into the conversation the things going on in Hollywood, with different movies projecting that exact situation where we lose internet and communication systems here on Earth due to a major solar event. Now, keeping that all in mind, we've also had this situation going on with rogue waves. That has also become a very popular topic on the internet, and these are the type of waves that aren't even caused by earthquakes. So just a lot of Armageddon-ish type things going on in the news and in the world as a whole. And when it comes to earthquakes, you're looking at the last 2 days of all magnitudes recorded on volcano discovery. And a few things to point out here: we had a very large 7.1 earthquake take place in China. I actually have a separate video on this entirely. We'll talk about that earthquake. And then earlier today, we also had a 6.3 take place near Vanuatu. And finally, a runner-up, we had a 4.3 strike the west coast of California at 22 miles in depth about 16 hours ago. And finally, I'll leave you with this over here on spaceweather.com. Over the next 3 days, we can expect the impacts of multiple CMEs arriving to the Earth, which are separate than the initial eruption we've been talking about. All right, my friends, once again, we are left with another situation where it has been a close call for the overall comfort of life on this planet. It seems that as time keeps moving forward, we are being met with more and more of these situations when it comes to our quality of life on this planet being affected in a dramatic way. Please leave me your thoughts below, and when do you think the next Earth disaster is actually going to take place? Alright, I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Canada, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel, and trust me, you won't be disappointed.